What's happening, Reds? Welcome back to the channel. Mo Salah has signed a new long-term contract that will keep him at the club till 2025. 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years? It feels like we've been waiting for this. And yeah, he's finally put all the rumours to bed. He will be at Liverpool for the foreseeable, tying down his future at the Reds. And we're going to talk about the contract details. We're going to talk about some of the quotes coming out today as well. And, I've got all the things I want to talk about, age, where this is going to go long term. Could we potentially see it even longer? We're going to look at depth in that. But we're going to look at quotes from Mo Salah himself and from Jurgen Klopp. So we're going to get in all that today. If you do like today's video, don't forget to hit that like button for me. Subscribe for more LFC related content. And yeah, let's get into it, Reds. So yeah, as I said, first and foremost, Mo Salah has signed a new contract. The contract is a 3-year contract. It's going to keep him here till 2025, and it's for a reported £350,000 a week. Well, where I've read it says 350, says over 350. So it might be 350 plus add-ons, with like appearances, maybe goals scored, personal accolades, things like that. But it seems that Liverpool have got their man for the price that they wanted to pay. Obviously, there's a lot of rumours circulating about that Mo wanted £400,000-500,000, at the beginning of the season. And I think it kind of came out around 350 would be, the price point that both would agree to. I've done quite a lot of podcasts. We all agreed 350 to 400,000 was the maximum that Liverpool should be expected to pay, especially, we're not an oil-rich company. There are limits to our budget, and we'll get into that in a bit more detail as we go through this video. But yeah, let's just take the positives in first. Mo Salah is now tied down as Liverpool's leading light until 2025, and I cannot stress how excited I am. I wanted Mo or Mane to tie down their long-term future. We got our wish, and firstly, I just wanted to obviously, this has come as such a shock, I suppose, to a lot of the fans. We didn't expect it to be so sudden that whether he was staying or whether he was going, but it puts a lot of the rumours to bed, to say. It also shuts up a lot of the haters. I'm fed up of going on social media, to be honest, and seeing so many people just saying, "Oh, pay him what he wants. He wants £500,000. Liverpool show no ambitions." Liverpool got their price. They had their price. Mo Salah's come to it. They've met in the middle at some point, and Liverpool have paid exactly what they wanted to pay for the player. And, kudos to them. I think that is the way you run. Obviously, I own my own business. You've got to have budgets in place. You don't want to be like teams going bust. Like, I'm not being funny. A lot of fans compare us to the likes of Chelsea, the Man Uniteds, obviously Man City, PSG. Some of the players' wages are ridiculous. They're so overpaid, it's beyond belief. And Mo Salah's obviously signed a new contract for 350 or between 350 and 400, depending on what you believe or what will come out. I suppose we'll find out soon. But he signed that contract knowing he wants to be at Liverpool. He's happy with it. His agent has played mind games for months, and he did today as well. As you can see, Liverpool quoting the for fuck's sake emoji. If you type in FSS, that pops up. They even think that he's been playing mind games. Just one last more wind up, but yeah, he signed a contract. So apart from the Mo Salah contract, the only other thing that a lot of Liverpool fans have been moaning about on social media is the lack of interest in a centre mid. That would be the perfect window now if we went out and spent a small fortune on a centre mid to strengthen our midfield, because I must admit it is needed. If Thiago or Keita are injury prone like they were this season, it leaves our midfield looking vulnerable. So I do believe Liverpool, if they went all out and signed Jude Bellingham, Barella, someone along those lines, another world-class midfield, no one can moan at FSG. No one can moan at the club for not being ambitious, and it'll just put all the haters in their place. Anyway, we're going to get off the negativity. We're going to talk more positive. Anyway, we're going to take a look at the Mo Salah quote coming out on the liverpoolfc.com website. I feel great and I'm excited to win trophies with the club. It's a happy day for everyone. These things take a little bit of time to renew, but now everything is done, so we just will need to focus on what's next. He goes on to say, I think you can see for the last 5 or 6 years the team is always going upwards. I think he means by that. Last season, we were so close to winning 4, but unfortunately, in the last week of the season, we lost 2 trophies. I think we're in a good position to fight for everything. We have new signings as well. We just need to keep working hard and have good vision, be positive, and go for everything again. He makes a good point there. The new signings that have come in now, Mo Salah has tied himself down for 3 years, are going to benefit from that. Diaz has come in. And obviously Núñez has come in now. We've seen obviously Mane leave. They were unsure if Salah was going to leave in 12 months. But now knowing he's going to be there for another 3 years, and potentially longer, we'll get into that in a little bit. That's going to give them a boost. They're going to be playing alongside one of the best players in world football at the moment. So it's only going to be good. For obviously the new signings. I think Mo makes a very good point there. Salah adds, my message to the fans is that all the players in the team want to give their best next season and try and win all the trophies. As usual, you stay behind us and give us a big push, and I'm sure we are going to win trophies again together. So that's obviously some of the quotes coming out about Salah. There are plenty more. We'll mention a few more because he was asked a few questions as well. Says, Mo, thank you for allowing us to visit you during your holiday. Can you tell everyone what we're here for today? I'm sure, as you all well know now, it was a little bit awkward. I did see the video. It says, I just renewed my contract, and that's why we're here. It's fantastic news. I'm sure all of our supporters are going to be delighted. How are you feeling? I feel great. I'm excited to win trophies. It's a happy day for everyone. So it's just going over some of the quotes from the article before. But there is one here. You turned 30 last month, but in general, perception externally is that you're a player who still has many years due to your physical condition. Is this something you could agree with? Well, he's not going to say no, is he? But he does say yes, and that is one point that I've got here that I want to talk about. Mo Salah signed a new contract for 3 years at the age of 30. He's only just turned 30 as well. So by the time his contract is up for renewal, if we do it at 32 or wait until the last 6 months, I think it'd be pretty be a bit of a disastrous decision to make there. If we in 2 years time at 32 still think Mo Salah is live and a kicking, he's still getting up and down that wing, he's still scoring 20 plus goals, I'm sure Liverpool will offer him a new contract and extension. And when you take a look at some of the players in world football that keep themselves in peak physical condition like Mo Salah does, your Ronaldos, your Messis, they're 36, 37. And it in all honesty, if Mo can go that long, and there's no reason why he can't, obviously touch wood, if there was no major injuries anyway, he doesn't drink, he looks after himself, you can tell, that he is a finely tuned athlete. There's no reasons why Mo Salah can't go for another 6 or 7 years just like those. And if he does, he could potentially sign another long-term contract in 2 to 3 years. And I just agree with that. I think, people seem to think when you hit 30 in footballing terms, that's old. It's not. Nowadays it isn't, with all the nutrition, the way they look after themselves. Obviously back in the day, you used to see videos of all the old football players, no matter how good they were, they still drank. Most of them still smoke, because smoking was classed as not as bad. Back in the day, people used to think that wasn't a bad thing. But when you look after yourself like Mo Salah, there is no reason why he, in 2 to 3 years' time, he's not going to go and extend that contract for another 3 to 4, 3 years. So in that sense, I'm so happy with it. We've got him for his peak years, probably the last 3 or 4 years, and now the next 3 or 4 years, which in fact Klopp mentions that in his quote. We'll come to that in a minute. But the first 4 or 5 seasons have been amazing, and the next 4 or 5 are going to be even better. So yeah, we've got our man. You know what I mean? So we're happy with that. Not a problem with the age side of things anyway. And by the way, there is a massive Q&A here on the website. I will leave the link in the description, because obviously I don't want to bore you too much with all of them, because there are quite a lot of stuff reminiscent of obviously when he first joined, when he first walked through the doors of Melwood, etc., talking about his goals, his appearances. So I'll leave the Q&A in the bottom for you. But we'll move on from Mo Salah's comments, and we'll take a look at our manager Jurgen Klopp's. So he starts off by saying this is a special treat for our supporters to enjoy their weekend even more. I'm sure there will be some celebrations for this news tonight. He goes on to say, really pleased, really pleased. It's the best decision for us and the best decision for him. He belongs with us, I think. This is his club now. Makes a very good point. It is the best decision for us and him. Mo Salah could have maybe gone in 12 months to your PSG, to your Real Madrid, and signed the contract, and maybe got £150,000 more than what he's on now. or he might not have. Let's not beat around the bush. After AFCON, Mo Salah didn't really, he didn't improve on his goal scoring as much. I think he scored 2 goals from open play after AFCON. I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But he definitely didn't score as many as he did previously. And it might have been a few things. It might have been, obviously, the AFCON itself taking it out of him. The fact he lost it, that would have been quite hard for him. And then he's come back to Liverpool. His contract's up in the air. He doesn't know what's happening. He's playing all these games. And, it could have took his toll on him. And let's just say for consideration, we didn't give him a new contract. 6 months into this season, he's still not producing. He's still, worried about his contract situation. The next club that comes in for him may offer him a little bit more, but not quite as much, or he might not get the offer that he thinks. So he's going to signing this contract means that he's going to obviously be at Liverpool now for the next 3 seasons. He's not worried about his contract situation. He knows Liverpool is the best place for him. Let's face it, LFC are better with Mo Salah in the team, and Mo Salah is better for being at Liverpool. It's just one of those things. We've seen too many players in the past leave thinking the grass is always greener, and majority of the time, apart from a few, it never is. So I think he's made a great decision, and I think Liverpool have made a great decision to obviously to break their wage structure. And if you're going to break your wage structure, you break it for the best player in the world. And let's face it, £350,000 a week for people consider the best player in the world is an absolute snip when you take a look at some of the wages that some of the players are on at other clubs. As I say, I don't like comparing it to obviously your Man City money, your Chelsea money. Obviously, your PSG's money is ridiculous if you look at Mbappe's new contract. So I don't like to compare it, but he could have in 12 months technically gone to more money, so made up he stayed anyway. So Jurgen goes on to say, of course it's taken a little time, but that's absolutely okay, and the best thing is they're always worth waiting for. Anyway, Mo is one of the best players in the world. It's normal. There are some things that you need to sort out at his level. So big credit to Julian Ward and Mike Gordon for guiding us with this destination. And the greatest quote from our manager, who, let's face it, if you made a book of quotes for Jurgen Klopp, it'd be this thick. I have no doubt Mo Salah's best years are still to come, and that's saying something because the first 5 seasons here have been stuff of legend. I'm sure that'll be an image on social media at some point. Klopp finishes by saying, fitness-wise, he's a machine in the most incredible shape. He works hard on it and it just gets his rewards. His ability and skill level gets higher each season, and his decision-making has gone on to another level. He's adored by his teammates, his coaches. We know we work with someone special, and the supporters have crowned him a king. So very cool. It's just great news. It makes me smile thinking about it. He stays with us for longer, which means we can achieve more together. And he's absolutely spot on. As I said before, it's perfect for us. It's perfect for him. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm sure everybody in the comments are going to let me know what they think, but I'm assuming everyone's obviously over the moon with this. Anyway, that is it for today's video. There's not really much else to add to it. As I say, we'll leave a link in the description to the Q&A if you want to check that out. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. If you've got to the end, you obviously enjoyed the video, it will help out this video, so please hit that like button for me. And as I say, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more LFC related content. And yeah, that's the video.